Hi, my dear friends. Welcome. My name is Sai Zuo. I am a former psychiatrist from Shanghai, China. Today, I love to share with you my personal story. In 2015, I came to Boston to study anthropology and global health at Harvard Medical School. As one of the postdoctoral trainees, I gave a presentation on the topic of the loneliness in China. It involved the issues of the Cultural Revolution, Tiananmen Square protests, and the persecution of fallen Dafa. Much to my surprise, after the presentation, one Chinese fellow came to my residence and wanted to take my 8-year-old son away from me for a conversation. Fear of what might happen to my son, I refused. Then I was threatened to end my fellowship earlier and needed to write a repentant statement before I returned to China. I began practicing Falun Dafa in 1996 because of my anemic heart disease. Falun Dafa is a traditional Chinese practicing which combines the meditation exercises with the moral living based on the principles of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. In 1999, when the Chinese Communist Party started persecuting Falun Gong, I was forced to write a repentant statement. Otherwise, I would not be able to get my diploma after my graduation from the medical university. Under the CCP's control, I had to give in. My heart is bleeding. After struggling with fears, I kept practicing Falun Dafa in private. Never had I expected that I would be threatened again when in the United States. I hated to lie once more. As a psychiatrist, if I was not able to tell the truth, it would be impossible for me to really help my patients. Finally, I was dismissed by the hospital in Shanghai, which I had worked for 15 years, and I was compelled to leave my husband in China alone. I can understand completely what kind of terrible situation the Chinese whistleblower Dr. Li Wenliang and his family had experienced. Chinese people have been suffering the harsh tortures by CCP both mentally and physically since 1949. CCP has destroyed the traditional Chinese culture with an atheist and deprived Chinese people of their right to tell the truth. From the bottom of my heart, I want to appreciate Mr. President Trump and the U.S. government for the protection and supports we have received. In 2016, I was granted a work permit. My old father, my son, and I can finally settle down in Boston without fear. Since last year, I have been preparing for the U.S. medical license examination and applied for the exam in this February. Unfortunately, the CCP's cover-up led to a coronavirus pandemic around the world. I was sorrowful when so many people are losing their lives. As a Falun Dafa practitioner, my master, Mr. Li Hongzhi, told us to be a good person no matter when and where. I can't stand by. It's time for me to serve American people. I have been working as a volunteer to give the public lectures online, create my YouTube channel on the topic of the family education and mental health, chat with students and parents to release their fears, stress, and anxiety during the school closures. Last Friday, President Trump and the First Lady tested positive with the coronavirus. On Monday, I was so excited to know our Mr. President had returned to the White House from hospital and continues to work tirelessly for American people. At this moment, I want to say, my dear Mr. President, please accept my best wishes to you and our First Lady. Though I'm not a Christian, I will pray with you. Though I am Chinese, I will stand with you and fight for the truth and freedom with you, to preserve the traditional value for our future generation. I believe the power of compassion will overcome the evil. God's justice will be with us. God bless us.